Well, today I'm going to the dermatologist in about an hour, but I wanted to tell you a couple of things that might be helpful to you. I thought I was buying uh, multivitamin gummies, and I did buy multivitamin gummies, but you see up there at the top it says children's. So I was wondering why I wasn't getting much results. And and then I went to Costco, and this great big one says adult. So I got that. I was having trouble with the back of my very short hair, and my friend Barbara Perkins told me about just gel stuff that kind of gets, you put it in your hair and it kind of gets hard. I don't know exactly what it's called, but she said she literally bought some at the dollar store. And I bought some at the dollar store, and it worked for a little while, but it did not do what I needed, all day long. So I went to Walgreens, and I found this one that says Instant Freeze. And it's Aussie, it's purple and it's Aussie. So I like Aussie hairspray. I thought I would try this. This was the only size they had. So, that'll last me about till I die probably. But anyway, I tried this, and I tried it right before I went to bed one night because you don't want to try something new right before you walk out the door. so so I tried it, and it just did really great. It was the word freeze, I think, was what sold me, and it's what works on me. So I'm able to kind of put it on my hair and then brush it up, and it will stay there until it dries. And this you can put on dry hair. The other you had to put on wet hair. Well, different things work for different people. And I'm so grateful when anybody tells me something that helps. Yesterday, my friend Jane Hester and I went for the first time together to Red Lobster on Winchester. And I had been to Red Lobster once before. I knew that it was open. But when I Googled it, our GPS did yesterday, it said open at 11:30. We get out of church at 11. So we went up there and parked, and she sat in the front seat of my car, and we talked excuse me, and we talked until it opened. And there were lots of people that came and did what we did, trying to get in. And so we were constantly saying, they're supposed to be open at 11, they're supposed to be open, so forth. Well, we enjoyed it. They were, every other booth, every other table, masked, all that. And I had on that green scarf. And when I got in, I forgot my mask, so I just put that green scarf over my nose and mouth like a real criminal. But we enjoyed our lunch, and I brought home some for me or the cat, depending on my mood. And I always bring home something because I just can't eat all of it at once. But on the way out the door, there was a booth with a beautiful black lady and her mother. I'm assuming it was her mother. It may not have been, but a younger lady and an older lady. And the younger lady said, "You girls have been to church and you look so pretty." And I said, "And you do too. And bless your heart, I'm so glad you spoke to me." I said, "I am so sick of this race business." I said, "I keep telling people that the black ladies and I are on the same page." She said, "Absolutely." And I said, we're into raising children and keeping our homes and our husbands happy and all. She said, "Absolutely." And she said, "What's more, we're going to live together forever in heaven." And the older lady said, "Amen." And Jane was interfering, with her wonderful words too. And I'm not interfering, being a part of it. And we just almost had a revival meeting right there in Red Lobster. And it was such a blessing to me. Neither one of us were here when they had slavery. It was not have been my call. It would not have been her call. We didn't have anything to do with that. And one dear black man that played in Driving Miss Daisy, I think it's that guy. I can't say his name, but anyway, on Facebook, he said, we need to shut up talking about it. Just hush talking about it. It's over. It's over. And I was so grateful. You know, black ladies wear hats, and I wear hats. And I've been in their fashion shows. And I just love them. And there's never been a feeling of anything else but love. And my guy that works in my yard is Spanish. He's a good Baptist. He's actually had a little mini church service in my room, in my program room. You know, we get along great. I can even say my number on on his phone in Spanish, you know. It's just not a problem among Christians. And the world needs to understand that big time. Let's do some talking about it. Let's talk about it to them, not to each other. Say to a black person in an elevator, which I've done on the way up to the doctor, you know, I love you. I love you. I love you too. God bless you today.